Everyone, how you all doing? Welcome to another video. This is the Demoscene Report for the month of May 2022. I'm going to go over all the news of what happened in the Demoscene during this month. Also a couple of things that I forgot from the previous month of April. I'm going to list you what happened with the Demoscene so you don't have to go through all the different forums and stuff to find interesting information. And all the links will be available on the description, so you can also just click on those. Everything that I'm going to show you is listed there. Let's get right into it then. So the first thing that I wanted to mention was the Meteoriks Laureates. I talked about the Meteoriks before, but I didn't announce specifically which ones won. So let's quickly go over it. For new talent, Epoch got the win for that. I was expecting P Melon to win, but it is what it is. Outstanding concept, free spin by Reflex. I have to agree that one was a worthy winner. Best executable graphics was a bit of a surprise for me. I thought Caffeine 8 would win that one. Personally. Best old school production, Bromance by Bonzai. I think that was a worthy laureate winner. Best mid school production, First Love by Overlanders. Also agree with that one. Best soundtrack, I'm not sure I would pick A New World Awaits, but you know, subjective vote is subjective. I probably would have given it to Arcade by Spectrals. Outstanding technical achievement, free spin by Reflex, felt like a very worthy winner. Best visuals went for A New World Awaits by Basic and Blink. Best high-end intro for Clean Slate by Conspiracy. Best direction to 1986 by Netro. I think Netro won last year as well. I would have given best direction actually to Dare by Steel, which wasn't even nominated. And same thing with the best high-end demo. Dare by Steel was definitely the highlight for me. It went for A New World Awaits by Basic and Blink as well. A lot of nominations and awards for A New World Awaits. The demo is not bad, but I don't feel like it's like an extremely award-winning demo either. It is a good demo though, but I don't know, maybe it's just not my cup of tea. Anyways, moving on to other news. Those are the Meteoriks Laureates that I had forgotten to mention about on the previous month. Then we have FairLight TV has a series of interviews which were quite interesting with Black Shadow of FairLight. Excuse me, and then also with Trap and Walt of Bonzai, which was also quite interesting to watch. They've been doing a lot of episodes on the channel, and I think it's worth subscribing, especially if you're into Commodore 64 things. Then IQ released Painting a Landscape with Maths, which was also very interesting to witness. It's mostly teaching shader coding or the maths behind doing a landscape in shader coding stuff, but I think it's really interesting for newcomers and veterans alike. A lot of good information on lighting and things like that, so very well done from IQ. Then we had a couple disc mags were released. Scene World was released. The RapidNews number 23 by XS was also released. Willbe released this very long lo-fi hip-hop Demoscene music compilation mix of some sort, which was very chilling to listen to, so I highly recommend you checking it out. In terms of out-of-compo releases, there was this demo by sibCrew called April. It's a bit of an anti-war production made by some Russian demo sceners. Then we had a KHR Sample Pack 01 music disc, which was a music disc made completely with Amiga format tracks, released on Windows. A bit of a drama story behind it. I guess let's not get into it, but the music was pretty good. So yeah. Then there was this little tool being released, or actually a template of a sort, well, a tiny header it says here, released by T-Doll is the name of the thing, was the name of the creator. KBX is the person who did it. Oh, it's written here. So yeah, if you want to do music on shaders, this can be useful for you. So check it out if you're in 4K. It's already forked into the in 4K group in GitHub. So yeah, you can find it there as well. Then a little bit of some sad news. Industrial Pope unfortunately passed away during May as well. He was a very, very friendly person. I met him at a few different demo parties, mostly at Evoke, I think. And yeah, a known member of Pooh Brain, and he will surely be missed. So yeah, sad news about that. Breakdex did this production to do random playlists out of demos. You click and you have a playlist ready, and you can see all the demos here. Random playlist. If you want to find random demos, you have this tool to use and try around. I think it's open sourced as well, but I could be wrong. Anyways, moving on, then we had the tools that Aldroid had been using to do a little caption stuff, information, demo information caption, or preparing their demo shows that they've been doing every single Saturday morning. They've been doing demo shows, promoting field effects mostly, but also playing a lot of demos and chatting and doing some community stuff, and the scripts that they've been using to do those little captions underneath, and also grab all the demos, all the demo videos to prepare for the stuff, has been released on GitHub. You can check it out and reuse it if you're planning to do some demo shows of your own, which a few other people have been doing. So yeah, good to have. More stuff. Bling re-released his tool that he used to create the animation that won the Wild Compo at Revision. You can type your own formulas, and it updates automatically. Of course, I did something stupid, which doesn't do any values. So yeah, you can do some stuff, and you can also check other things that have been added already. Then Go280 released his latest hit single. So if you like naked cowboys with some glitch art and chiptune aesthetics and retro machine sort of vibe with the plugs flying around, this might be the video for you. And if you don't like that, well, there's a censored version as well, so you can not see the plugs flying around. So yeah, very good video by Go280, and a very good release. I think it's a 4-track release that's available on Bandcamp that you can listen. Then some people went on a boat trip and did a demo party at it. It's called Jumalauta Farjan 2022. The Destroyer by MFX won that party in particular. Was pretty good demo, pretty good Farjan demo. Hardcore Software Engineering was also pretty good as well for the TIC 80, and they had a few other entries released. I don't think everything is listed here on Poet yet, but eventually it will be. Other news, the talk that Miguel Guerreiro, also known as Lord Coxis on the demo scene, he did a talk at the ZX Spectrum anniversary event that happened at the Museum of Spectrum in Cantanhede in Portugal. He talked about esxDOS, which is the DOS version that he'd been developing for 15-20 years. To support div MMC and other stuff for modern Spec, so it's easier to put files inside a Spectrum. He's been developing it for many years, and he gave a little talk talking about going through the history of why he's been doing what he's doing and what esxDOS does in particular. So a very interesting read. It's in Portuguese, but there are subtitles available that you can turn into English. So yeah, check it out. What else? Plastic Dove by Abyss was released to test their new pre-tracker thing. I actually learned that this music that they reused, actually the music was already used on another production. They reused it with a new player, I think, of some sort. I'm wondering why do they need a test track if they already used the tracker before. Anyways, I realized that, or actually Camille pointed out to me that Plastic Dove is actually a cover of Plastic Love, which is a J-pop track from the 90s, I guess, or something like that. Which was funny. And yeah, that was the curious information of the year. Plastic Dove is a cover. So yeah, this was a out of compo release just to test intro packing of their tracker, tracker with Shrinkler. Well, the information is here. You can read it more properly than what I'm explaining. Next up, we have Killed by Pixels. He released a write-up of different size coding stuff that he's been doing. It's a very interesting read. Mostly it's about JavaScript stuff, but yeah, very interesting stuff, and I highly recommend you to check it out. So yeah, link below as for everything else. Then we had Primetime by Triad, which is a Commodore 64 music disc that's been released as well. Also worth checking out if you like C64 music. Then we had Atari ST Invitation for GemTOS, released by Pepe and DMA SC from Pepe Productions. Also for the Atari, but for the Atari 7800, the Shadow of the Beast tech demo. I have no clue about the Atari 7800, so, but I guess this is technically impressive. I know it's like the third iteration there was the Atari 2600, there was the Atari 58 something or 50 something, and then there was the 7800. That's all I know about these versions of Atari. But apparently this is impressive, so yeah, check it out, especially if you have an Atari 7800. Other stuff that were released, a seminar by Ronnie Priest that was originally recorded at Underground Conference. The recording is finally out. It's about DJing, how to get into DJing, the nuances about DJing, and how you can get more used to it and learn something about it. And I've been learning a bit more about DJing recently, so this was a really interesting watch for me, and I do recommend you, especially if you are interested in DJing or interested in Ronnie overall. Yeah, he also has a lot of questions and answers, so that's really good as well. Then there was a patchy slideshow by The Solution called Likang. A lot of very good patchy art in there. And then there's this website called ftp.clause.art.pl, which lately has been giving this information. The site can't be reached, which is a bit annoying because it contains a lot of Polish Demoscene things that are not available anywhere else. I did tip some scene.org people to mirror it while it was up. They apparently weren't fast enough, and it's down again. And apparently the reason that it's been down, it's because of this. The art.pl domain used to be free for use. It belonged to a university of some sort, I guess an arts university, and it was free for use, and a lot of people start having subdomains on it to put stuff on. And clause.art.pl, I think clause means shadow, clause.art.pl was the repository of the Demoscene stuff. It used to be the Ember BTIPL FTP, and then it got mirrored into this clause.art.pl thing. And after many years of being completely available for free, apparently the university decided to sell the administration rights of the domain to another company, and they are trying to charge money for people to use the art.pl stuff now. Even grandfathered domains, subdomains are supposedly to pay, and there's this whole court procedure going on, people complaining about it and trying to challenge it in court. And yeah, you can read this article. It's in Polish originally. This is translated by Google, and it's a bit sad, but yeah, it's a bit, at least we know what the hell is happening with the domain and why it's not working, and I hope it gets resolved, and we can have the Polish Demoscene, the main Polish Demoscene repository of art, which is recognized as UNESCO heritage in a lot of places, back in a public domain domain, public domain. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, that's the story of FTP Clause art.pl. Hope you find it interesting. Then we had a couple demo parties happening. Outline happened in Holland physically. It was just out a couple days ago, so I haven't checked all the entries, but you can find them already on Demoshow and Puet. Haven't checked the winner demo yet, Dumar, but I heard Super Rogue spent a lot of time working on it. I did see Guidelines demo, which was very interesting. It kind of... It's the last demo that they do with the same engine that they've been using for many years now. And it does show that the engine's a bit dated, but at the same time, it's a bit of a surrealistic demo, and it's still worth checking out. Also, the Amiga demo is very surprising. It's mostly an animation thing, but it's really cool. Lama Jam was also very funny, and Mixel Awful is a demo for the Pico 8 by the newly formed, or recently formed, Moonshine demo group. They greeted me, so I have to mention them, but the demo is still quite worth checking out. It features some Saffron's bars. It's a new kind of bars that you have never seen before. Executable graphics at this tremendous high-quality release by Peel Melon. Look at the quality of the rendering. This is a 4K executable graphics entry. This is not a photo, it's a graphics entry. And it's amazing. The quality of detail on the rendering, completely insane. Worthy winner, in my humble opinion. How the hell do I go back? Was it Alt? Yes. So yeah, freestyle graphics, I really haven't checked them yet, so I can't comment on that. Neither of the music. The intro compos had some interesting stuff. Thrive by Illuminate was really good. And the Melodic was also very funny as well. I haven't checked Relaxation, Exercise, and Quickie yet. But I'm very curious to do so. Haven't checked the 108, so I can't mention anything about it. But there's always a big tradition of having high quality size coding stuff at Outline, so I'm expecting good things. Considering the number of points on this winner entry for the ZX Spectrum, I expect Bitplane Revolution to be quite good as well. So P Malin getting very good results at Outline this year. Yeah. So other stuff that happened, Outline happened at the same time in Poland. The Moonshine Dragons also had a party. I only checked E2 Elvira. I don't know what's supposed to be sold by Arise. Was really good. I expect Amanita, and I adore my 64 is also pretty good. The Lethargy been doing great stuff. That's why I say that's probably good. Some of our productions are also pretty known. So yeah. Worthy stuff to check out by Moonshine Dragons release here. Everything is already available on CSDB. Just have to download it and load it up on the Commodore 64 and or the emulator. What else is there to talk about? Top productions of the month and a half before. Still have a lot of stuff from Revision, which is the biggest party that happens every year. Logic OS, Astronomist Project, some new stuff like this one was already released at Outline, already been very highly acclaimed. What else? We have the invitation for Outline also listed here, and mostly everything else is stuff still from Revision, which is normal, I guess. What else is there left to say? Parties, they are coming up. Field Effects and Foreign Data is coming next weekend. I've been mostly following what the Field Effects people have been preparing since I'm in their Discord. Part of the EMF camp. They have a lot of different compos, and it's going to be an interesting party. Foreign Data always has some good releases as well, so it should be fun as well. I think it's mostly Amiga or C64 or both. Not sure entirely, but also worth checking out, especially if you're Swedish. Demoscene Club, and I think it's just a meetup of the Demoscene Club in Stockholm. Shadow Party, the French demo party, is having an online edition again, 10 and 12th of June. And QB Party will have a physical edition in Hungary on the same dates. And then we have the Skine Klubi annual meeting party, which it's like the meeting, the yearly meeting for the Demoscene club thing in Finland, but at the same time they make a demo party out of it. So it should be fun. It makes me miss being in Finland for sure. 17th of June. That's what you can expect for this month. Also, Goop Data and Arok party happening early on July. So yeah, we're entering summer, and summertime usually means more demo parties. Corona starting to light up a little bit, so more parties have been organizing physical things, especially if you have low numbers. It's sort of relatively easy to organize something physical again. Let's see how things shape up throughout the month, and yeah, in the month's time I'll be here to report what had been happening on the month of June of 2022. Anyways, let me know your favorite productions from this month. Let me know in the comments what you think that I missed or should have improved in this video in particular. And enjoy Demoscene Productions. See you next month. Bye bye everyone. Take care.